So, somebody wants to go for Hajj. How do they formulate an intention? Is it the case of, I want to go, I'll go?
One decides one wants to go for Hajj actively at some point, but way before that, there's something that predates that. And it's that innocent memory, maybe naive, that you have for the first time as a Muslim, irrespective of your age, when you hear of someone else undertaking this journey. And in the deep subconscious, you most probably made this decision. One day, by Allah's will, inshallah, I too will undertake this trip. That's essentially when your journey of Hajj has actually begun. And at some point then, there's this flurry of thoughts and emotions through your mind, and it's a sense of determination. I want to take this Hajj. And I guess that's the point that you're referring to.
And that could be firstly as a young, much younger person maybe, and then when you're this adult?
Well, as I mentioned, that naive, innocent thought when you're much younger, and then at some point, and for some it's during their teenage years, as we would call it, that they come to this realization that I want to undertake this trip. For some, from the period of making that intention till it's actually realized, could be 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. For some, it's the idea of, I want to make Hajj, and subhanAllah, glory be to Allah, within a month, a week, a year, it's something that they can actually undertake and becomes facilitated for by Allah's leave and permission. So the niyyah that we're speaking about is when you have this thought in your mind, you're required to act upon it. And the first thing a believer does when it comes to acting upon something is to turn to Allah. And turning to Allah in submission and asking Allah for guidance and to facilitate and open the way. As we would say in Hajj terminology, oh Allah, make it easy for me and accept it from me.
So it needs like a formal pronouncement, formal intention.
Yes.
So you say, I want to go for Hajj. Make it easy and help me, or is it always just in the background?
It's in the background, but one can almost expedite it by reciting that litany that's synonymous with this journey towards the Kaaba, towards Allah, the journey of Hajj. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, innal hamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika laka. I am present, O Allah, I am present. I am present. There is none worthy of worship except you, and you have no partners. O Allah, I am present. That litany that we recite over and over again. And the moment one has this firm resolve that I want to undertake this journey, then the encouragement is to start reciting this litany in earnest, because it's you presenting yourself to Allah. Oh Allah, I am present, I am ready. And then Allah opens the way for you. Then comes the time when you actually receive news of you're going for Hajj this year. Either it's because a parent or an elder or the local imam or someone has informed you, I think you're going for Hajj this year. And naturally they know from sources that you don't know. Or it could be by virtue of accreditation or selection, depending on which part of the world and the globe you stem from. When one gets this news and information, then we know that the state of the believer is such that first, for everything, we show gratitude. And once again, we turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So when you know you've been accepted, your gratitude is shown how?
Well, your gratitude is shown by showing gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by thanking Him. And as Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us, that when one is in any state, whether it's positive, whether it's negative, whether it's a challenge, whether it's something that seems to you to be untoward towards you, then you resort to putting that which is most beloved to you, your face, and that by which you are recognized on the ground for none other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Muhammad also taught us this beautiful trick of what I call the 222. 2 units of prayer at 2 a.m. in the morning with 2 fat hot tears rolling down your cheeks. And that's showing Allah, oh Allah, in the dead of the night and the early morning, when all of your creation are taking rest, I choose to submit to you, to show gratitude for extending to me this invite. Now let's speak about what this invite means.
But it's simply too good, right? Just to continue on the 222 theme. Yeah. What does it mean?
It means that I'm one of at least 6 or 7 billion people who've been accepted to undertake this journey. Number one. It means that even if we increase the capacity of the Haram, the holy sanctuary in Makkah al-Mukarramah, to 10 times its capacity, it wouldn't be able to accommodate every human being within a life expectancy of 65 years to be able to undertake that Hajj. And Allah has favored you with this invitation. Hence the 222 formula, because you are one then of a selected few who have been accepted, invited, honored, VVIP.
And when you go for the Hajj, I understand there's this, when you're there, when you come back, you're given a title, right?
You're given a title of Haji, and based on different cultures, and we know Islam has lots of room for people's culture and their practices and their traditions, etc. So we would find that in many parts of the world, being given this title is a state of honor, but it's also putting you into a position of responsibility, that people will now be putting you under the spotlight, as we would say, and expecting you to conduct yourself in a certain manner that's more exemplary than you should be doing as a Muslim at any other given time.